Hello, this is Alex Smart, and I got a really beautiful question on my YouTube channel about a week or two ago asking about how I came to have more women friends in my life. I had made a video a little while ago about the importance of having women in your life, especially as a woman, and about my own story of my whole life until about 3 years ago, having really only guy friends and not having any sort of what I consider to be deep or intimate supportive friendships with women, and how I've really gone about intentionally seeking out relationships and sort of creating that in my life, finding my people and befriending them so that I could have the sense of grounding and support and people to process with, because let's face it, women are social creatures and we need each other to feel supported and to really just process through emotions. That is a big part of how I release and stay feeling really good as a person, is with my ladies. So this person had a really great question of like, okay, so I want this too. I want to have more women friends, but how do I make it happen? It does feel a little daunting, especially if you've never had a lot of women friends, to be like, okay, so how do I get more? Or how do I get any? So I started reflecting on my process, and I really wanted to share that with you, and also to hear from you, if you have done something similar, how have you gone about finding these people in your life, finding your people? Because I think we all have different ways of operating. But I realized for myself that it was a lot like dating, actually, dating for friends, or networking for friends in the same way that you might go looking for business connections. It's a sort of a similar process, though with a different intention, right? So I would say start with, firstly, knowing what you want. What do you want out of these friendships? What kind of people do you want to connect with? What are they going to bring? What are you going to bring? What's it going to feel like? And actually write this stuff down. It's really important to have that mental clarity when you're going in to meet people, to know what you're looking for and what you're not looking for. So that could be another great thing, writing down, okay, this is what I don't want and this is what I do want. So this is something big in the law of attraction and manifesting, is just getting clear right from the beginning, what do I want and what don't I want? And really focusing on what you do want and what that feels like to you, so that when you show up and you connect with someone, you'll be like, yes, this is it, this is the connection, this is what I was looking for. So that piece of clarity is really important. Once you know that, you can go out and say, okay, so where are these people? Where do I think these other women are gathering? And so I used meetup.com a lot to find women's groups. I was really interested in women who were, doing personal growth as well, exploring themselves spiritually, and also, looking into ways of being more healthy, hiking, this is the thing, you can spiral out into all your different interests on Meetup, which is wonderful because you can meet people from all different realms. So that's a really great tool. For me also, I really resonate with people in the yoga community, so I started looking for gatherings where I could actually, have more of an interaction rather than just in class. And then you show up, you say hello. It does require often that you be a little more vulnerable perhaps than you're used to, or get out of your comfort zone in terms of saying hello. When I say being vulnerable, I mean, well, for me that meant not being my normal people pleaser self and, getting everyone to like me. It meant really being myself and really being honest and sharing my authentic voice, sharing what I'm really up to, sharing what's important to me, so that I will find the people who really resonate and connect, and vice versa. So if you're interested in that and you want to go deeper and find out more about being vulnerable, it's a really juicy topic. I highly recommend Brené Brown's book called Daring Greatly. It talks a lot about how to be vulnerable and what that means and what it doesn't mean. But I feel like for women today, there's a lot of sort of competition energy that we've been brought up in our culture and society. And so if we want to have a different sort of interaction with women, it does take some effort and it does take some intention and consciousness. And it's not always perfect, but if we learn how to be open and vulnerable and honest with ourselves, then we can start to do that with other people. So in terms of creating really, you know, deep friendships with women, that was something that was really important to me. Was, you know, learning how to be with myself so that I could just be open and be relaxed as myself with other women when I was meeting them. So this is a networking group tip that I heard that I find works really well in terms of connecting with people, whether you're at a party or whether you're at a networking event or just at some sort of social gathering. Look for the one person in the room who you can connect with. Just one. You don't need to befriend everyone. You don't need to decide that this is my community. I love everyone. Everyone needs to love me. No, look for that one person and allow yourself to have a genuine connection. If that one person is not there, it's not the end of the world, but it gives you something to look for rather than you going into a room and being really overwhelmed, especially if you're a little bit more of an introverted person like I am and tend to get overwhelmed in those kinds of situations. So look for that one person and ask them out on a follow-up date. That's right. Go out to tea, go hiking, go dancing, go for a walk on the beach, whatever, you know, lights you both up and is in your interest zone. And will allow you to connect and get to know each other better. So ask them on a date, get that in your calendar, and I just want to say, don't take no or I'm busy personally. When you meet the right person and you're both feeling that connection and you're both wanting more friendships in your life, it will be easy. It'll feel easy, it'll flow, things will come together. Don't try to force a friendship. That will not get you feeling probably where you want to be feeling, and it won't feel good on the other side either. So it's really important to just pay attention to, you know, what's open and who's not. And not to take that personally. It's not about you. It's about them and where they are in their life. And in order for like a really new friendship to happen, I find that both people have to be open and ready and wanting that. And not everyone goes to these sort of groups like I was going to, even really looking for that. So, but when you find that person who is also looking for that, it will just click into place. So it's a process, but you know, it didn't take me that long. I was really surprised when I actually went out with the intention of meeting people, how quickly I was able to connect, and actually how quickly and, you know, not looking really the way I thought it was going to look, a really deep friendship blossomed out of all of that. So I encourage you to go out, see what you can do, try this process out, and let me know how it goes. I would love to hear your own feedback or questions. Let me know if there's things you've tried that have or haven't worked. I'm super curious to hear what else other women are trying. Because I feel like we're coming into this really fruitful time where women are really starting to get together again and realize the power of coming together and supporting each other again. So if you have comments or things from your own process or your own life experience that can contribute, please leave comments and please leave questions if there's things I've left out and you're like, well, hey, what about? Ask me. I would love to know. This is a really juicy topic. I wish you the best day, and I look forward to hearing from you, and let's keep it going. Thank you so much, and we will talk again soon.